We are back in my yard again, talking about monarch butterflies and nonfiction text. So Tuesday I started a book called The Butterfly. We talked about it being nonfiction, that Sabrina Crew wrote it to inform us, to teach us about butterflies and their life cycle. So at the beginning of the book, it talked about caterpillar eggs, how they crack out of their shell, and then caterpillars first eat their shell, and second they start eating plants. We learned that caterpillars will shed their skin 4 times. They use their back legs to hold on and their front legs to eat. And their bright colors help predators to know that they're not going to taste so good, and it might keep the caterpillar safe. When it's 18 days old, it hangs upside down. And throughout this text, we saw photos, we saw bold print, and the bold print told us the important words. And at the back of the book in the glossary, it will tell us the meaning of the word, and it will tell us the page number where I can find those words. So we're going to keep reading to see why this caterpillar is hanging upside down. The caterpillar is changing. The caterpillar skin is splitting again. It doesn't look like a caterpillar anymore. The caterpillar is in the pupa stage. Now a chrysalis has formed. At first, the skin of the chrysalis is soft, but it soon hardens. So this is the pupa stage, and you can see part of the caterpillar looks normal and it's adding something to the bottom, and then this is the chrysalis, so it's starting to cover up the caterpillar. The chrysalis has tiny holes to let the air in and out. Inside, the creature is completely changing its shape. So a chrysalis, a cocoon, it's all bundled up in there. This is a new creature. This is the chrysalis 2 weeks later. So it's the same shape and size, but it doesn't look green anymore. You can see the creature inside. It is ready to come out. The chrysalis has split. A butterfly is crawling out. The butterfly has grown wings and antenna. An antenna is in bold print. Now it has only 3 pairs of legs instead of all of those legs that helped it hold on to the plant and eat. The butterfly dries its wings. When the butterfly first appears, its wings are damp and crumpled. When blood pumps into their veins, the wings stretch. Then the butterfly dries its wings in the sunshine. The butterfly's wings are covered with scales. So different than a snake's scales, but these miniature little scales. The butterfly has 2 wings on each side of its body. The wings are covered with tiny scales. The scales give the butterfly its beautiful colors. The colors warn predators that the butterfly tastes bad. The butterfly is looking for food. The butterfly has flown into a flower. It is feeding on the nectar. The butterfly collects the nectar with its proboscis. I'm guessing on the pronunciation of that word because it doesn't have it in parentheses. Butterflies love the sunshine. Butterflies fly mostly on warm, sunny days. They like to live in warm places. When it gets colder in the fall, the butterflies migrate to warmer places. And the map at the back shows North America. It shows the dark green areas where the butterflies do live and migrate, and the light green areas at the top where they don't go. The butterflies have migrated. The butterflies have flown a long way from their summer home. They have all gathered in the same place. Sometimes the butterflies cover a whole tree. So those clusters are butterflies. Even when I have the book in my house, it just looks like brown leaves because they're so thick. This is the trunk of the tree, and butterflies all over the trunk and all over the branches and leaves. Spring has come. The butterflies spend much of their winter asleep on the leaves and the branches of trees. When spring comes, the butterflies migrate again. They are leaving their winter home. So it shows them flying through the air, and that's what migrate means, is moving from one place to the other. The butterflies are ready to mate. The butterflies have mating smells in their wings. The male and female butterflies find each other by their mating smells. So we have a boy and a girl. The female butterfly lays her eggs. The male and female butterflies have mated to fertilize the female's eggs. The female butterfly has found a safe place to lay her eggs. So now that she has the eggs, she has to find a place to keep them. And at the beginning of the book, it shows on a leaf. Soon she will fly away and leave the eggs to hatch on their own. Butterflies need wild places. Butterflies need wild places with wildflowers. Wildflowers have nectar. They need the right kinds of plants on which to lay their eggs. People can help butterflies by keeping wild places safe for them. And this is the diagram we looked at on Tuesday. It shows a large photo of a butterfly, and then it shows us the different parts. So a diagram labels, and this has parts of a butterfly. It shows the wings, it shows the thorax, and it's the middle part of the body. So this line from the thorax starts here and it goes all the way over here to the middle part of the body. It has the abdomen, which it has a line that goes straight across here, and it kind of dips down, and it says it's the rear part of the body. Butterflies are insects. All insects have 3 parts to their body. These are the head, the thorax, and the abdomen. All adult insects have 6 legs. Insects such as butterflies and moths have wings that can help them fly. So this is the other side of the diagram. It shows the antenna, the head, the proboscis. It's used for sucking nectar, and it's rolled up when not feeding. So this little curly thing here, they stick it out and they suck the sweet juice out of the middle of flowers. And then it curls back up. And it shows their teeny tiny little feet. At the back, we have different kinds of butterflies because the book is mostly about monarch butterflies. The butterfly in this book is a monarch butterfly. Here are some butterflies from all over the world. So these have different shapes, different patterns. We have Queen Alexandra's birdwing, Adonis blue, Apollo marbled white. Those are really pretty. The long-tailed skipper, the red admiral, the Australian beak, and the eastern tiger swallowtail. And then under the name of each one, it tells us where we can find those butterflies. And here's the map. It says where the monarch butterfly lives. So at the top, it shows Alaska and Canada, and these are really cold parts of the world because they're on the northern part. And we have the United States and Mexico, and they're dark green because it's the areas where the monarch butterfly lives. And the red lines show how they fly back and forth between the United States and Mexico to migrate. And then we have the glossary and the index. So the diagram showed us the abdomen, the antenna. We saw bold words caterpillar, chrysalis. We saw fertilize, migrate, nectar, predator, proboscis, pupa, and thorax. And then we can see over here that the word abdomen, it's only on one page in the book. It's in page 26. The word antenna, it's on 2 pages in the book, 15 and 27. But But the word caterpillar, it's on a lot of pages in the book. If we go on down, we can see the words that are used most in the book. We see chrysalis is talked about a lot, eggs, we have the word plants, and wings. Those are the most common words in the book. So the main idea of this book would be the life cycle of monarch butterflies. And my family, they have a farm, and it has a peach tree. And in June and July, when those peaches are all ripe and juicy, the monarch butterflies love that tree. There will be hundreds of them. And they have a little dirt path behind their house where this butterfly tree is. We call it the butterfly tree, the butterfly road. And it is covered. And you can walk through the butterflies, and they just will flit around you, and they're eating the peaches. And when I read this, I thought of two things. I thought of when I see Dylan or my dog Max chasing butterflies through the yard, and I thought of the butterfly tree at my parents' farm where they like to hang out at the peach tree. You are finished with the nonfiction text for this week, and we will have a nonfiction text next week as well.